Hi, I'm Oscar from Hammerfall, the Swedish heavy metal band, and you are watching RockMAP. The name of the album is our Evolution, and the evolution part for me is this is where we are today. This is not Glory to the Bay Part 2 or Legacy of Kings Part 2. It certainly is not Infected Part 2 either. I think it's a good mix of the whole career of Hammerfall, and I'm very happy with the evolution that we have had as a band, and I think that's what it represents to me. No, I started reading it 2002. It was Andy Darris, the singer of Halloween, actually, because we were recording an album in his studio. And he said, "This is a book I think you will like," because I didn't have anything to read at the moment. So. And I was hooked after 20 pages. It was the best thing I've ever read. So I read all of them many times since then. But this is not the first time we do anything connected to that. We had an album called Chapter 5, Unbent, Unbowed, Unbroken, which is taken from those. Which also has a song called Take the Black, which is from there. And Dark Wings, Dark Words, Fury of the Wild. There's a bunch of stuff, you know. I think both yes and no. I mean, probably not very much. I mean, you know, the influences that the bands that I regard as my biggest influences are still the biggest influences. Have been since I was a kid. But of course, you get new inspirations from different areas as well. And I think this goes more for lyrics and song titles because you watch movies and books. Exactly. So I don't think that where I get my inspiration from has changed very much. I think it's pretty much the same as it always has been, which is why Hammerfall sounds the way it does. We haven't had that much time yet. We travel on 2 different buses. Before the show is always, hey, how are you doing? But when we come off stage, they're all usually on the bus already, or we are sitting down discussing something in our dressing room for a while. So we haven't had the chance to. But yesterday we were in Barcelona, and we went to Pepe's for a little bit, the bar right next to the venue. And we hung out for a couple of minutes before we had to leave again. But it's also a good sign that we don't meet half drunk with beer bottles in our hands every night. That means because they are on the same level that we are, I think, mentally right now when it comes to this. It's really nice to have a couple of beers and all that, but there's no actual partying going on anymore. And I don't know if they're always like this. We are not always like this either. I'm 43 now. It's not as fun doing it in the same way, you know, for 10 or 15 years ago. So I guess it comes with age a little bit. Plus, it's this tour we do 5 shows and then 1 off day, then 5 shows and an off day. And it's, of course, difficult for the voice, for Joachim has to really take care of his voice. But it's also very difficult physically, because the last couple of mornings I woke up, I had some pain here in my calves and also my knees. I did something to my knee on stage yesterday, so it's not 100% now. Of course, if we get 1 or 2 days to rest, yeah, sure, it's going to be fine, but you don't. So that's another part of it. You don't have the energy to party, and plus partying is not as important as it was 10 years ago or whatever. Then I looked at touring as like all the work is done now. You did the album, the promotion, all that shit. Now we go out on the road and have fun, and that meant usually drinking a lot. So, but David, our drummer, has a really cool app on his phone, which is called Untapped, where he it's kind of like Facebook, a Facebook app, but for beers. So every time he drinks a new beer, he can check in at the venue with this beer. He doesn't really do anything other than tell his friends in this app what he has been drinking. But it's really fun to check in. So I normally don't drink beer that much, but now I drink at least one every night because I want to try a new one and check it in. So that's basically the limit of what we do. It's fantastic. Yeah. To be honest, I hoped it was going to be good, but I didn't know David before we started rehearsing. We kind of had to scramble a little bit to make sure that we had a band that will go on the tour and the shows that we had planned before, when Anders left. So Pontus knew David from before. Joachim met him, and they had a cup of coffee and talked about stuff, and then we went on their gut feeling basically. So I had never met him until the day he showed up in the rehearsal room to rehearse. But I trusted their gut feeling, and I think that was a very good choice. He's a really cool guy, very nice, easy to be with, fun to be around. But also he's a great drummer for Hammerfall. He plays the stuff the way I think it's supposed to be played, and in a way that enhances the whole experience. I don't know. It's up to him too if he wants to. But I feel very, very comfortable with him, playing with him, and if nothing unexpected happens, I would definitely want him to play on the next time for that. Very much. I thought it was. We only did 3 shows those were the first 3 shows we've done in 2 years. So there's no way I'm not going to enjoy it. It's going to be fun, whatever. But it was really cool. The festivals in Spain are always fun to play at. Even if we play we did Sonics Fair like 4 or 5 years ago. We were the opening band, and when we were on stage planning and sound checking, they hadn't even opened the doors yet. So we thought, fuck, nobody's going to show up. We started playing. I don't know if. Yeah, we started playing at whatever time we were playing, and there were still people coming in, and you could see the entrance from the stage, and we saw that just people, this band playing, running to the stage as fast as they could, and when like halfway through our set or whatever, after a while, everybody was there, and it was just incredible. At 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it was a really, really nice experience, and I think this is the experience you get every time you come to a festival in Spain. It's cool. I really like it. Not yet. I mean, we just started touring. Okay. I'm pretty sure we're gonna start thinking about it in a couple of months or so. But at the moment we're just busy with the tour, and we have lots of festivals planned for the summer too. So we have those to go through, and who knows what we're gonna do at the end of the year. But we have some plans for that too. So and then of course we're gonna start recording eventually. It's easy now that I have my own studio where we recorded the album before, so we don't have to book an appointment or like anything. We can do it whenever we want to, basically, which facilitates a lot for us. We don't have any stress when you're actually recording either, because you can just stay as long as you want or come as late as you want, or if we need 2 more weeks, okay, we need 2 more weeks, no biggie. So that's gonna make it really easy as well. So, but I guess we're shooting for an album next year, but you never know.
Okay.
I am. I tried before, but I found that first of all, I really don't want to, because writing songs under these circumstances feels like work. I want writing songs to be fun, just because I feel like going out writing songs, not because I have to. But also when I write songs on tour or right after a tour, everything it's very easy to reuse stuff that and I don't even notice. Like I play this riff, oh, this is a great riff, and then after a while, well, wait a second, I've done this once before, So I try to clear my mind before I start doing it. Usually, before the last album, I cleared it by listening through all the King Diamond albums from start to finish, all the Judas Priest albums from the first one to the last one, and I got halfway through Kiss before. No, I did all the Kiss too, actually, just to have something else in your head, Absolutely no idea. I have one full song that's left from the last recording. It didn't. Nobody has heard it. Joachim still has to do vocals on it and stuff. So it's. But from my side, it's almost finished. Maybe a little bit more experimental in terms of within the Hammerfall sound. But I can't tell you. It's probably going to be a bit like this, I'm guessing. But you never know until you sit down and start writing. Well, we when we did the album and planned for this tour and everything, we didn't really know if it's going to work or not. Will people still want to see Hammerfall? Are they interested, or did they lose interest now because we've been gone for a couple of years? We took a break before that, and it's going extremely well. Well, it's not actually sold out tonight, but it's pretty close, I think. We had already 9 sold out shows on this tour out of 12 well, we haven't done all of them, but let's say half of them are sold out, and that's unheard of for us. We've never done that before. So it feels like the interest is definitely there. And so we're going to try to play as much as we can this year and then focus on a new album next year. That's the rough outline, so we'll be planning. So thanks for everything throughout these years, and let's hope for another 18 years.